my app that I use to go live, but I think I'm live now, hopefully. Let me check. Let me check my computer. 1 second. I think it's working. Oh, there we are. Okay. So, it's the video called Journaling for Makin May Challenge. And I think there's some people here. But I think I'm live now. Oh, jeez. There we go. Hooray! It worked. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. So many people that I have not chatted with in forever. So I'm really excited. Got to change it to live chat. That much I do remember. Oh my goodness. It is so nice to see you. Like, I know I'm not like really like seeing you, but it's so nice to connect with you in this way. Anyway, there's so much to like tell and so much to catch up on. So tell me everything you've been doing since we last hung out, which is probably like over a year ago. Oh, no, I did do a live from when I first moved back to the US like a year ago. But man, those were super happy times when we were doing regular lives. Was it twice a week or just once a week? I think it was twice a week. Man, that's hardcore. But yeah, really appreciate and have missed all of you. It's so nice to see you again. I already said that. Sorry. So we have Amy, Maria. Maria can't stay long because she's cooking dinner. Alex Breen is here. Hello. Alex, I think you started watching around the time that like you were pregnant with your little one, and now he's probably like a year old. Sarah Louise is here. Hello. Kate is here. Hello, Kate. Let's see. Sarah Louise, Amy. Hannah is here. Hello, Hannah. Hannah, is the weather nice enough? Are you in your crafty caravan? Shoshana, oh my gosh, I love you and I miss you. Okay, and Lynn is here. Oh my gosh, this is like old times. It's like no time has passed at all. And Ambi Crafts is here. Hello. Okay, so Amber is Ambi Crafts Reads, as you can see from the title of my video, and she's doing a month-long craft challenge called Makin in May. So I've linked her YouTube channel below, so you can go and see her videos. But like, bless Amber, because she was excuse me. Oh, Gradelia, hello. Amber was wanting to do this like May craft challenge. And she messaged me like probably, I want to say like it's been over like 4 months, like 5 months ago. She's like, I want to do this thing in May. And I'm like, yeah, sign me up. And next thing you know, May is here. And so it's just a fun craft challenge. There's like different prompts, I believe. And so I picked one out of the different prompts that was finishing a work in progress or working on something that's a work in progress. And as you know, this is my collage, like crazy journal. And so that always brings me joy. So I thought I would work on that today. I think this is the last one I did on a YouTube video, I believe. But yeah, guys, it's been super duper crazy. Look at my little teacup. I was reunited with this little teacup set. It was in my storage. I don't know if I've showed it to you before, but it's so cute. Anyway, and yes, I'm having coffee out of my teacup. I don't know if that's allowed. Ooh, yummy. That's a good batch. Okay, so lots has happened since we last spoke. It's been absolutely crazy. So currently, the last I think I spoke to you guys, Lovey and I were living with his parents. So in the mountains in a little town called Pollock Pines. And so we were there. I'm just going to start crafting as I talk, because otherwise we'll never get to it. So we were living there, yeah, for almost a year. And then Lovey got a job in Lake Tahoe at the Lake Tahoe Community College, not teaching, unfortunately, but an admin job. And that is, Lake Tahoe is like an hour away from where we were living. So that was just too crazy of a commute, especially in the snow, because it snows quite a bit. So him commuting in the snow was just not wise. So we decided to move to Tahoe. And this was all like super sudden. He thought we had a month to like move. But there was some kind of major miscommunication, and they're like, oh no, Justin, we need you in Tahoe, like, you know, basically within like 2 weeks or so. So we had to like just haul and try to find a place to live in Tahoe, which it's kind of a resort town, like a ski town, summer lake vacation spot. Which means that everything is pricey, and like finding a place to live is hard too, because so many of the places are vacation rentals, so they only do short-term rentals. But anyway, we found a place, miracle, thank God, like so grateful that we found a place, and now we're living in Tahoe. So it's beautiful everywhere you look. It's pure magic. I don't know if you've been following me on my personal Instagram account, which is JJ in Manchester. And yeah, I just share all of our beautiful, beautiful scenery. So yeah, it was just crazy moving. Finding stuff, like finding the place to live was like the first difficult thing. Like once that was done, it's like, whew, okay, we found a place to live. And then the next challenge was buying everything from scratch, because you know we had not a lot of things in storage. I had this teacup. I sure did save this teacup though. So that was in storage from when we moved to Manchester. So I had that in storage and like some craft stuff and like other odds and ends, but we basically didn't have anything at all. And so what happened is we had to buy everything from scratch, like literally everything. We didn't have like a pot to our name. So that's been really fun. We, you know, went to IKEA, did the Target runs, and it was kind of fun, like buying everything. Because as you get older, you kind of like know what you don't need. Do you know what I mean? I felt the first time that when we got married and we registered for stuff, it's like we didn't really know anything about anything. So it was kind of fun going shopping for stuff. So yeah. Okay. So tell me what you've been up to. Sorry, let me check comments. Grindelia likes the purple coffee cup. Which one? Mine? My teacup? Oh, Kate opened an Etsy store yesterday. That's awesome. Everyone go visit that. And Kate has her own, YouTube channel as well. Congratulations, Kate. That's really exciting. Shoshana, sorry for not being active in the Facebook group. Promise I'll pop in a bit more now. Aw, no worries at all. I have not been active in the Facebook group, guys. Hannah says it's been nice weather the last couple of days, but we don't have the caravan anymore. Oh, that's right. I think you told me you got rid of it. I'm so sorry. I hope that was not like too difficult of a change. Lynn says, cute teacup, drink whatever you like in your favorite cup. I know, like if I put water in there, it would be kind of, I don't know, like my brain just wouldn't be able to process it. Grandilla says she's having a tea in a regular cup, lazy to get her teacup. Kate says, I forgot how quick the comments move when we're all together. That is true. And Amy's having an iced chai latte, which I think you had one yesterday. Right, Amy? For breakfast? Sarah Louise says she has unpacked I have unpacked my craft stuff from the shed. Giving up moving, house prices and inflation, etc. is mad, so I'm playing with stuff again. I'm so happy. That's kind of, okay, so like bittersweet because you can't find a place to live, but I'm very happy that you're reunited with, your crafty stuff, which is always great. Purple cup on the last page I finished. This one? This one? This one. Okay, I could be there all day trying to figure out which purple cup you're talking about, Grindelia. Okay. Jeanette, Kate says, Jeanette, can we please have your address in group? I have some bits for you. Oh, you're so nice. Yes, I will post the new Addie. Alex says, your pictures are beautiful in Instagram. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. I do share a lot about just the location that we're living in because it's beautiful, guys. So it's basically Lake Tahoe is in a basin. So all around you have mountains and forests and magical trees and trails and meadows, and we are very close to the lake. So it's just like a quick couple-minute walk to the lake. Unfortunately, you know, I'm still working from home, and I have had every intention of like going on a walk by the lake every day, like at lunch. I'm like, I'm gonna go every day at lunchtime to the lake to enjoy it. And sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. But I really feel like I should take advantage of that proximity. I don't know. Do you guys have stuff like that in your life where you're like, I'm going to do this more? Besides like exercise and like eating well. Just other things that you've told yourself, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. And then you don't end up doing it. That's like story of my life. Oh, sorry. I'm sitting by my bedroom window and a lady just walked by carrying like a huge paddleboard. It was like 3 times her size. And she's going to the lake to paddleboard, which is really cool. Okay. So please tell me what you've been crafting. What have you been making? What have you been baking? I know a lot of you had... Why does it feel like everybody had a May birthday in the group? I think it was Amy, Maria, Catherine, who's not here. And I want to say there's another May baby. But it seemed like there was lots of May babies, which is hard to say. May babies, May babies, May babies. Oh, yes, that's right. So Amy is moving as well. Amy, when are you moving? Is that soon? Okay. Back to this collage. So this is just a journal that I collage in. And I always start off with big pieces. So I'll put like the bigger bits in the background and then work upwards in layers, work towards the smaller pieces. And I try to keep things like, I'll try to go for like a color scheme. I think it helps my brain to find things in my stash that kind of match and complement each other. So I'm going for like pink and grays and like this peach bit here. I don't know what that is. One of you sent me this these die cuts and they're gorgeous, but I'm not sure what this is. Like a little it's like a holder, like a blanket holder of some kind. It's super cute. I love it. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Okay. So Louise says, I started a 4-week health program to help me with the ME, and although it's nothing new, drink water, eat fruit and veg, exercise, sleep, mindfulness, it's made me set small goals. For example, pack 1 box a day. That is amazing because I feel like it's the small goals that really lead to those bigger goals, like setting small attainable goals. I think that would be better for my brain to process. Lynn had an April birthday. Happy belated birthday, Lynn. Amy says October. Oh, you're moving in October. You're going to be buying your first house. That is so, so exciting. Congratulations. Alex says we had a lost polar bear here in Quebec a couple weeks ago. Crazy, the climate change. Oh, wow. That is very unusual. Hold on. Amber said something I don't want to miss. Okay, so Amber says she's going to be doing a Facebook room today in her Facebook group. It's like Zoom. Okay. Yeah, so if you can pop the link, hopefully it lets you add the link, Amber, to your Facebook group so people can join that. Man, this chat going fast, going mad. Hello, Laura. So happy to join you. She says, I know, Kate, funny, ain't it? It was almost like you text me to let me know Jeanette is live. So happy you're here, Laura. Hope all is well. What was I saying? Oh, Kate wanted to know if I saw a bear. I did see a bear. So in our neighborhood, in all of our neighborhood here, when we first moved in, the landlady was explaining the bear boxes. So there are bear box trash cans, which is basically like a little metal shed. And you put your trash in there, your food trash in there, so that the bears don't get it and leave a mess, because they come out of hibernation and they head to all the bins to try to find food. And so everybody has a bear box. I need to post a picture of you guys for you guys to see it in case you can't picture it. So anyway, we were kind of expecting, to see bears, because it's like, okay, everybody has a bear box. It's a thing. Like we always hear there's bear sightings, and some bears even, like, we've heard that they break into your home. But hopefully that doesn't happen, because I will die most likely. So we went to Lovey's birthday dinner with my in-laws, and so I was in the back seat, and we're pulling into this like restaurant up in the mountains, super gorgeous view, and I like saw this bear outside, like right by the dumpster, or the skip, aka the skip, of the restaurant, like the restaurant skip. And so I'm like, that looks like a trophy bear. Like, who would keep a trophy, like those stuffed trophy bears that you hunt or whatever. I'm like, why would anyone keep a bear like outside, like one of those hunted trophy bears? That doesn't make any sense. And then it started moving. That's why I thought it was a trophy bear, because it was so still. And then it started shaking. The bear started shaking its head from side to side, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's a bear. And so yeah, there's a picture of it on my Instagram. But yeah, it was just a bear kind of hanging out by the dumpsters of this fancy restaurant. He was really hungry, and it was unusual because it was in the daytime. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock. The sun was still out. And usually they only come out like in the early morning, like 6 a.m. or, dusk, like in the evening when the sun is setting. So I just felt so bad because that bear was hungry, and generally they stay away from people because they're scared of people. Which is interesting that they're scared of people because they're so much bigger. So, yeah, it was just weird to see him in the daytime, and there were so many people like taking pictures, and we were taking pictures too, because it was beautiful. It was a beautiful bear. It wasn't mangy. I don't know why I thought it was going to be mangy, but it was not mangy. It was a beautiful bear, and yeah, we saw a bear. Sorry, that was kind of a long story. Okay, so I'm looking through my, what are these called? Envelopes. Trying to find things that are maybe matchy, a little matchy in here. Things I can add. I feel like that is too bright, but that, look at that cake. It looks beautiful. Beautiful cake. Laura says, think I'd poo myself if I seen a bear, unless it was Winnie the Pooh, of course. I know. I'm scared of like running. I don't know why it wasn't as scary seeing one by the dumpster at a restaurant. I think I would be scared if it came upon me like while we're hiking. But we have bear spray. So that kind of sets my mind at ease a little bit, not too much. Because if you're close enough to spray a bear, that means you're pretty much gonna die. So, anywho. Good times. Good times in the mountains. There's so much to learn when you're living in the mountains. Basically, I have to like learn how to drive again because of all the windy, scary mountain roads. You know, you have to be safe when you go on a hike. So many things that I've had to learn since living in the mountains. I've lived my whole life in Orange County, Southern California, and then Manchester. So it's just been an adjustment. A good adjustment. I like it a lot. Let me see. Grandela says, I've seen the bear boxes in the Sequoias National Park when camped. Yeah, bear boxes are common in campgrounds. Kate says, you're not selling living in Tahoe to me right now. It's true. It's like beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's pricey and there's bears and you know what I've noticed too? Okay. This is probably not going to sell it to you anymore. Oh wait, sorry. Sidetracked right here. This is amazing news. Kate says, Jeanette, I had my first commission spread in a magazine. What the heck? That is so cool. I'm so happy for you, Kate. Okay. What was I going to say? Okay, so, Kate says, are they cute little brown bears or the scary grizzly bears? They're black bears, but they're like brown in color, and black bears are very docile. They're not scary grizzly bears. Yeah, I'd be really scared if there was a grizzly bear. Kate says, yep, no bears in Manchester. Oh my gosh, Helen, hello. Helen, what have you been up to besides designing lots of cool dies, as I'm sure you still are doing? Oh, I was going to say, people, okay. So, Tahoe is a vacation destination. As soon as Memorial Day starts, which in the US, that's May 31st. And that's kind of like the unofficial start of summer. So when Memorial Day starts, like Tahoe becomes tourist town. And it's not that big. So, lots of tourists come in from all over the world. But also like other neighboring California cities. And so what we've encountered, like when we've been on hikes and like just walks around the area, is that the locals are very rude because they think I'm taking photos because I'm a tourist. Like, no, I'm just taking photos because I like to document our memories. And so they aren't the nicest when they see you with the camera. And granted, like, sometimes tourists can be annoying because they'll litter or they will wander onto private property and kind of think that they own the place, which I can understand why locals would be so upset. But there's nice people too, though, of course. But for the most part, they're kind of rude. So anyway, it's not tourist season yet. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see what that looks like. I wonder if I'm going to be like rude to people in a few months, because I'm going to be over people parking like in front of our apartment or something. Maybe I will. Who knows? Anyway. Okay, that's all I have to say about mountain life. But yeah, it's beautiful though, honestly. It's gorgeous, and there's snow, and there's like 4 proper seasons, which I love. What else? Helen says, SMC takes up a lot of my time, but I'm doing a lot of ancient history, watching, reading, and working on my family tree. That's awesome. Freedom Deep, hello. Is that Nancy? Did you change your name? I don't know why I'm thinking it's Nancy. If it is Nancy, can you please send me your mailing address? I have something for you. I need to send you. Amy will have snow in Oklahoma. You know, you're not excited about it. The scariest thing is driving in it. I had my first experience driving in snow, and we don't have like 4-wheel drive. We just have a little Honda Civic. But Justin wanted me to drive him to work because the college parking lot doesn't get plowed at the time of day that he goes in. So I had to drive him to work, because otherwise he would have just been like stuck right outside of the college gates. So I drove him to work. You guys, there was so much snow on the ground. And if you don't have all-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, it's so scary. My car was like slipping and sliding the whole way there and back. And I was crying the whole time because I was terrified. Justin's like, get over it. Tough it up, like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, just in tears crying because I was so scared. Anyway. Helen, the photos and videos you take are amazing to watch. Thank you so much, Helen. I appreciate that. Kate Fletcher says, do you have mountain lions? Angie. Oh, Freedom Deep. Angie. Hi, Angie. Sorry. It's just your little emoji looked like Nancy. Do we have mountain lions? I don't know. I know we had them in Pollock Pines, which is an hour away, because my father-in-law discovered that like one was living on our property, like under a big pile of wood. And so I'm assuming they do have them, but it's probably more like up in the mountains. I don't think the mountain lions come to like the residential areas. Amy says, I've driven in it once and I'll get more experience soon. Yes. I think it's all about experience. And I think like the reason that I was crying the whole way, besides it being scary, is that as soon as I pulled out to the main road, a like SUV, like this huge truck with obvious, probably snow tires and 4-wheel drive, it was like fishtailing out of control, like all over the road. And I'm like, if that 4-wheel drive car can't make it in the snow, like what about my little Civic? And that, I think that's the point that I started crying. Anyway, fun times. So hopefully it doesn't snow anymore, or hopefully I don't have to drive in it until we can get a new car with 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Okay. Tell me more things. Tell me what you've been watching, if you've eaten anything new. How is the pandemic in your area? I think things are pretty much back to normal everywhere from what I've seen on the news. I think the cases are still going up, but I'm not too sure. Also, let me know what you've been watching on TV. I've been watching all kinds of things. Tell me new things. Just tell me everything. All the things. I want to know it all. Okay. This collage is feeling super duper crazy right now. Also, like, my craft situation is I haven't been crafting in like 3 months. Although I painted yesterday, like I have watercolored. So the place that we got is really small. It's like, I want to say it's like 530 or 50 square feet. So it's tiny, right? And to add insult to injury, there's only one closet for storage and then some shelving in the kitchen. So like there's like a little shelf thing that divides the kitchen from the living room. And so there's a shelf in there, and then like all the kitchen cabinet storage, and the bathroom has like one under the sink cabinet. So our storage situation is just not very good. So all of my craft stuff is like spread out. So I have some in the closet, I have some on my craft desk. There's some in the kitchen. It's just like all over the place. Literally, I have to share a picture. So literally there's like a row on the shelf of like my pots and pans, and then the next row beneath it is my die cutting machine and my like all my papers and some journals and stuff. So it's just funny because yeah, it's not an ideal situation, but hopefully someday I will have a proper craft room and all of my crafty stuff won't have to be in the kitchen with the pots and pans. I'm trying to think, like, can I cook with something on my die cutting machine? Like, maybe I could make pasta in it or something. I wonder if it would work if you just put like a piece of plastic of like plastic wrap between the plates, and like you put some dough in there and rolled it through the die cutting machine. Would it make it really flat? And could I make pasta? Could I make like star-shaped ravioli? That is a question. Let's see. Amy says she'll be selling her car. She'll definitely get 4-wheel drive when we get our vehicle. Yes, absolutely. Amy's also watching Murder, She Wrote, like the old show. I never saw that. Is it good? Alex says today is our first day without masks here, and Alex lives in Canada. Helen says she's just eaten a jammy Dodger cupcake from the co-op. Do you miss the co-op? Oh my gosh, I miss the co-op so much. I miss their, do you remember they had like the meal deals for 2? No, it was like an Indian, like a curry box, Indian curry for 2. That's what I miss. I was just talking about that this week. We basically miss the UK every day. We always say we would move back in a heartbeat and give up Tahoe to move back because it's beautiful there. Like, we love it. We miss it. We miss the people. We would definitely move back if we could. And Lovey's been even like toying with the idea of looking for job posts there. Or like, even I was saying, like, I was asking him if he would move to France if he found a job in France, because that's close enough. So we miss it a lot. We miss co-op, Marks and Spencer's, or Marks and Spencer's. I never know how to say it, and Lovey gets mad at me every time I say it wrong. Miss that store. Miss the those gummies. What are they called? The little pig-shaped gummies from Marks and Spencer's. Oh my gosh, they're so good. What are they called? Piggly? No. What are the little pink gummies? pink gummies at Mark & Spencer's. What are those called? I miss those. I miss Yorkshire tea. I miss scones, clotted cream. I miss haggis, like, a lot. You guys have been watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I have not seen it, but I've seen all the memes online, and it just sounds like a circus, honestly, from all the memes I've seen, and I don't really know much about it. Kate's in love with Johnny Depp. Angie says she found an actual scrapbooking store. I'm in Sacramento, and the store is in Dixon. Oh my gosh. Angie, are you coming to Tahoe? Because you should come. We can meet up. That's exciting to find an actual scrapbook store. I have to see if there's one in Tahoe. That'd be cool if there was. Oh, Laura and Kate are fighting over Johnny Depp. Okay, we will step aside and let them do that. Percy Pig. Thank you so much, Hannah. That's right. Percy Pig. How can I not remember that? Helen says, I love those Indian curry boxes. Tesco has one too. Yep. Lynn says, Jeanette, you really don't want to risk getting food crumbs stuck in your die cutting machine. I know, that's so true. Angie says, you can tenderize your steak in your die cutting machine. I could totally picture that. As to do a good curry box too. Ooh. Jeanette, I have some sealed Yorkshire tea. I will send you some. Helen says Nicola has left practical. For everyone else, she was her scary boss. Helen, because this is a live video that will be public, I shall not say anything about Nicola, other than I wish her well. Sarah Louise says, sounds like good gossip. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. So much good gossip. Anyway, so I found some Yorkshire tea here, and did I buy it? I don't think I bought it. Wait, did I buy it? I can't remember. I have to look in my cupboards. I don't think I bought it because it was a different Yorkshire tea. It wasn't like the original blend. It was like in a gray box instead of like the green box. So I was hesitant to buy it. But I miss that. I miss pubs, like just the vibe of going to a pub and seeing kids there and just families hanging out. I miss good fish and chips. I really miss, like, if I could have chips and curry right now with a little vinegar on it, I would die. I miss that. I miss the rain. I really do miss the rain. So on our TV, it's like one of those smart TVs where you can sync your Google Photos to the TV and it'll play a slideshow. So I have all of our UK pics like playing all day, and they're always like, all of them are like cloudy, and it's always cloudy and like it's never sunny. And I miss that. I miss cozy, cloudy, dark, stormy days. I really do. I don't even know what this little die cut here is, but I'm just gonna put it here. And everything that's sticking off of the edge, I will give it a little, oh jeez, I will give it a little trim in a bit. This all feels very discombobulated to me. I think a lot of it has to do with my stash being low. Who's gonna make fun of me for always saying that? My stash is low, and then I have a bunch of stuff. I think it's Sarah Louise. So, no, my stash is like seriously low right now. And I need to do some die cutting, like serious die cutting. Which I don't know when that will happen. Hopefully soon. It's just like, I want to be crafty. I want to be creative. But like, even though I work from home, like after I'm done, I'm still like tired, like mentally tired. And then it's time to like cook dinner and like do chores. And then I'm like super tired after all that. Cooking kind of sucks the life out of me, guys. It's not my favorite thing. Like if I didn't have to wash dishes, that would be great. Maybe I would like cooking then. Oh, did you tell me what shows you're watching? I feel like there's been a lot of shows. I don't even remember. We got into Yellowstone with my in-laws. Because my mother-in-law liked it and then she got us all watching it. So that I saw that. I could never get over that girl was British. Like her accent, American accent was amazing. I'm just finding random stuff. I need to do stamping. A stamping stash. Stash building. Okay, so hopefully everybody goes and checks out Amber's Zoom. No, not Zoom. She was gonna do a Facebook room. She's super nice, guys. Like, honestly, she's been planning this Makin in May challenge for a long time, and finally got it going because it's finally May. And she was just so patient with me, and I really appreciate it. Like, yeah, she was just super duper nice. Does anybody have fun summer plans? Are you guys going on vacay? Also tell me the shows you've been watching. That's always fun. I'm all for new shows. Or movies. I watched Forrest Gump. When was that? Like, I haven't seen it in years. Sometimes it's on TV and you just see a little bit here and there, but like, I properly sat down and watched it. And it was pretty funny. I wonder if they would make, oh shoot. I wonder if they would make a sequel. I mean, why wouldn't they? I'm just grabbing stuff from this little pocket here, this little baggie, storage baggie. My coffee is cold. Boo, it's cold now. Let's see. Oh yeah, did the chicken lockdown end? Forgot about that. Kate says sounds. Hello, Maria. How are you? Maria, I moved further away from you. But Maria lives in Sacramento. Or no, Rancho. I'm not going to say where she lives in case she doesn't want everyone to know. But she lives in the Sacramento area, which is not too far from here. But anyway, Maria, I'm going to be in June. Late June? Yeah, June. I'm going to be back with my in-laws because I'm going to be pet sitting. So hopefully we could meet up sometime. It would have to be during the week though. Okay, Maria. I really want to meet up because you're pretty close. Kate says, Laura says, yeah, Nicola sounds lovely. This is so funny. You guys are so funny. Oh. I'm not gonna say anything. I have so much to say about that, but I was not. Maria says she loves that little Russian nesting doll. I wish I could find that. Is it this one or this one? I think I have this stamp, but I don't think I have this stamp. But I could stamp you some of these if this is the one you like, and I have to make sure I still have the stamp. Maria says, I miss catching these lives. I hope everyone is well. Laura says she'll send us the rain from Cardiff. Helen says it's raining right now. That is so cool. Laura says, still can't believe you got the heart notebooks. Yeah, Helen, your chickens. Okay, so chicken lockdown has ended. Her chickens were in quarantine. Poor little things. Because of that bird. Was it bird flu? Or it was just some kind of like sickness affecting birds. And so her chickens had to be cooped up in the coop. Poor little things. They're probably so happy. Every time I think of chickens, I always think of like Chicken Run. And that's what I think they're doing. Knitting, weren't they knitting? Gosh, that's such a funny movie. I gotta watch that again. What's a movie that like you just come back to a lot? Like you don't get tired of watching it. For me, it's like any Jane Austen movies. But there's others that I just like to watch. Like Hot Rod. I don't know if anybody's seen that. It's so dumb, but I love it. Hot Rod, Nacho Libre. Yeah. They just make me happy. So yeah, good times. This year is flying by already. I don't like it. It's like mid-May already. Like, what is happening? Why? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to us? Laura wants to know if Helen is bringing out a Halloween collection again this year. I sure hope so, because she had a very successful one last year, I believe. She did a little like, what was it? A coffin? And it did really well. All I know is that Helen had to fight for that design. That's all I heard. Avian flu meant that all captive birds and poultry in the UK had to go undercover this time. It was from October to May. Oh my gosh. Laura says a holiday. I wish we were, unfortunately not, though. My daughter's GCSE exams start tomorrow. Ooh, those are stressful. We wish her all the best luck, Laura. Maria, you're back. Maria says she just finished watching The Sound of Magic. Really good. Interesting. Okay, I've got the last 6 weeks left of my health coaching program. Then we're going to Disneyland. Oh my gosh, that sounds so great. Disneyland is always great. Maria says, yes, Laura, I wish we could take everyone to Disneyland with me. That would be so much fun, but so expensive, but so fun. Oh, Hannah's taking off. Aw. Take care, Hannah. Laura says she's rewatched all the Harry Potter films with her youngest son. She forgot how much she loved them. Amy says she can pretty much watch Jurassic Park anytime. That's a good one. Kate says you have been in the States again a year already. We have. It was a year on April 28th. And it was, it was like, I feel like it, excuse me, it feels like it was just yesterday. Maria says I could watch Nacho Libre weekly for sure, right? I could also watch The Hunger Games weekly as well. Helen says the coffin did so well she didn't get to demo it at all. That's kind of a good thing. Palm88, Palm, hello! Maria says she loves the Harry Potter films also. She's weird. I'm weird to fall asleep to the first one almost nightly. I'm a big fan of the Gene Wilder Chocolate Factory movie and the first Jumanji. I love the first Jumanji. You know what's so funny? Is that we all have our like comfort movies. Because there is something like I don't think it's for everyone. Like some people can't rewatch the same movies. They just don't, like their brains don't work that way, I guess. But there are people like us who can watch movies over and over again because they're our comfort movies. And I wonder if that says a lot about us. Like why can Amy rewatch Jurassic Park? Like, what is it about Jurassic Park that she likes so much, or like Laura with Harry Potter? I wonder what it is. Laura says Halloween has become so much bigger here, but the UK craft brands don't really do Halloween stuff, unfortunately. That's right. Halloween isn't too big. Well, when I was in the UK, it didn't seem like a big deal, but it did seem like every single year it was getting just a little bit bigger. And so that's kind of cool. I don't like Halloween in terms of like the scary, spooky stuff. I like cute, friendly witches that aren't going to eat my soul. But I know people love the scary bits, and yeah. There's a certain level of scary I can handle. I'm still a big wimp. Wayne's World. That's so funny. Palm88 Palm has been watching Outlander. And Laura is rewatching Vampire Diaries. I have not seen Vampire Diaries, but I heard it was quite popular. Maria says Noah loves all the Jurassic Park movies. Noah is so cool. Aw, you guys, do you remember when I used to dream about you guys? Isn't that weird that you dream about people that, like, I haven't met? Well, I have met some of you, but I think, like, the last dream I had, like, Amy was in it and Maria was in it. And we were like sneaking into a house or out of a house. But anyway, yeah, I've never met them in person, but I still dreamt about them. It's just funny. I've had some weird dreams. I always have weird dreams. But yeah, good times. Thank you again for joining me. The only reason I was able to like do it today, because on the weekend we are trying to go out on a hike. I haven't been able to like for the past few weekends because I wasn't feeling good, but we're trying to go on like hikes on Saturdays and then trying to go fishing on the weekends, and also we've been trying to find like a church to go to, and that's kind of difficult because there's not a lot of churches here. So it's kind of like our weekends are kind of busy. And the reason that I was able to do this today is because Lovey went to a church by himself in like Reno. So I knew I was going to be able to hang out with you for a bit. So maybe we should send Lovey to church by himself. And I'll stay and hang out with you guys. So yeah, it's just, I wish weekends were 3 days long, and then we could hang out so much. Okay, so it's been really fun having our own place again, and like being able to like decorate and buy plants, and yeah, it's just been fun. I don't know where I was going with that, but I think because I saw these plants and I'm like, oh, I should buy some plants. I have one succulent, and it's still alive. I always kill succulents, even though they're supposed to be like super easy to take care of. But yeah, I should go buy more plants because now I can do whatever I want. Not that I couldn't do whatever I wanted at my in-laws. They were very nice. But you know, all the decorating that I did or things that I bought kind of lived in our room. So it's just been fun. Shopping. Thankfully, Target isn't close. It's like 40 minutes away. Otherwise, I would be spending all of my earnings there. All of my money from my job. I would spend it there. So yeah, it's just been fun to like kind of I've never been good with decorating. Yeah, I feel like Justin taught me that, how to, not that I know anything about decorating, but what I do know, kind of, not really, he taught me. And I think that has to do with growing up, like, as the youngest of 6, right? We always had to share rooms, and I never had my own space. And like our room, and then my siblings were so much older than me, so like they did the decorating, you know, like I shared a room with all of my sisters, and it was like my oldest sister got to decide what the room was like, you know what I mean, which makes sense. But so yeah, that's why like I'm very little experience with decorating or knowing what looks good together. But anyway, it's been fun, just kind of like, oh, I like this and I like that. And then Justin's like, that looks too cluttered. So yeah, it's been fun. I definitely want to buy more plants. I feel like plants are lovely, and hopefully I don't kill them. Here's a little teacup that Amy likes. What else? Plants. Yeah, plants are like just fresh flowers. Why are flowers so pricey? I just want this little deer. It's so sad. Sorry, is that a frame? It's missing front legs. We're gonna tuck them behind here. Oh, I glued this one all the way to the edge. Why did I do that? What else? Plants, really. Oh, I need to hang up some wall stuff. Wall decor? Wall art. I don't know what it's called. So I need to buy some frames. So there's still some stuff to do around the home. But also, like, we also don't want to buy much because we don't have any room. There's no storage stuff. Not much storage space. Like I said, my craft stuff is with my pots and pans, right next to my pots and pans. I need to definitely post a picture of that in the group. I think you would appreciate it. Yeah, I've missed you guys a lot. Would love to go live regularly. I think the only way that would happen though is during the week. But I know that's hard for a lot of people because, you know, you've gone back to work. Things aren't remote anymore as much. Let me see what I've missed. Kate says she tried crabbing lately. Weirdly, so much fun. Like catching crabs, as in you set traps? Is that what you mean? Is there another crabbing I don't know about? Maria says, same here. Creepy cute is what I love. Yes, creepy cute. Yes. Demolition Man. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Laura says, remember the craft monster truck? I do remember that dream vividly. I feel like it's something that could definitely come to life, and we could do that. Palm 88 Palm says, what does it mean when you're old and you don't dream anymore? I wonder if you're like sleeping too deeply and now you don't remember your dreams. I love that you're trying crabbing. I love it when you try new things, like when people try new things. I haven't tried anything new lately. Like last year was a year of firsts. Like I went fishing for the first time. I went camping in the mountains for the first time. I went kayaking for the first time. I feel like hopefully this summer is more like a lot of firsts, because there's something special about doing things for the first time. It like unlocks another version of yourself. Not another version, but just like another layer to you, which you didn't know. It's like, oh, I didn't know I would love kayaking. Or I didn't know I would love fishing. I love fishing, guys. I have not caught a thing in a year. But it's so fun. So yeah, tell me what other new things you've been up to. Something else that I started was Duolingo. I've been doing the French lessons, and that's pretty fun because the other day I was watching Jane Eyre, and the little girl, like, I didn't have the captions on, or they didn't translate it, and so they were like talking in French, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what they said. So that was really cool. So if you haven't tried Duolingo, not sponsored by the way at all, but you should definitely try it. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Like, I don't know. I have so much fun doing it. Amy says she's excited to decorate her craft room when she moves. Oh my gosh, I know. That's going to be so fun. I hope you share pictures. Sarah Louise says, you can all come down to Plymouth and we can go for ice cream on the Hoe, followed by crabbing, then fish and chips. Okay, so you live near Plymouth, Sarah Louise? That is promising, because I think if I ever do go back to the UK, it's going to be to visit my best friend who's currently living here, but she, because her husband is from Saltash, which is across from Plymouth, I believe, across the little like waterway there. And so they bought a home in Saltash, and I believe they're moving back there, and so we'll probably go spend Christmas with them at some point in our lives, hopefully. And so we will be, like, we went to Plymouth the last 2 times we were down there to visit them, because they were visiting from the US. That probably didn't make any sense, but anyway, Plymouth is in my future. That much I know. So hopefully we can meet up someday that I'm down there. I think who else lives down south? I think Lynn lives down south, Kate. Maria, do you live in Wales? No. Who lives in Wales? Hannah? Maria, where do you live? I feel like you live in York. I don't know. Remind me where everyone lives. And he says, not everyone remembers dreams. My hubby rarely remembers them. Yeah, hardly anybody. Like, yeah, it's hard to remember dreams. Sarah Louise says, I'm doing curly girl hair. I love it. So you've been doing your hair curly. Can you please post a picture? Oh, Helen is taking off. Bye, Helen. Have a good one. Oh, she's doing a roast dinner. That's awesome. I should do a roast dinner. Palm 88 Palm says, is Duolingo an app? Yes, it's a free app, so you kind of have to deal, unless you want to do the paid version, but you can deal with the ads that happen. But I don't know, it's just really easy. I've tried to learn French before on my own, like listening to YouTube videos and like lessons, but it just did not work, or like it didn't make me want to stick with it. So yeah, highly recommend Duolingo. Sarah Louise says, I can almost see Saltash from my house. Oh my gosh, see? Awesome. Laura is Wales, Maria is Dover, and Sam is Plymouth. Oh my gosh, Sam. How is Sam doing? She's so talented. Laura is in Wales. Maria is Southeast. Lynn is Buckinghamshire. Buckinghamshire? I miss your guys' accents. I don't know if Shauna's still here, but she can attest that I request voice memos from her, because Shauna and I are in a group, a WhatsApp group with some of my closest friends from Craft Stash. All people that are no longer there. And so we have like a little WhatsApp group, and I'm like, can you guys please send me voice memos? Don't text me, send me voice memos, because I miss your accents so much. They're so delightful. So lovely. That's another thing that I miss. Where are we with this collage? I feel like I'm almost done. I see very little white space. Maybe some here. And some here. So I gotta find something tiny. Teeny tiny. To put in these corners. You know, something we don't have is a printer. I had a printer at maybe I'll go, when I go house sit, I'm just gonna print a bunch of stuff at his house. Because I feel like I need to print more of these, of the print files, printable files that I've bought from American Crafts. And that is how I will replenish my staff. And I think that's how I will finish off. I wonder, this whole pet sitting thing is looking a little promising, because I can probably craft. Oh, that means I have to take all my craft stuff. But I could probably go live on the weekdays. Not every day, but like one of the weekdays when I'm pet sitting. That might work, guys. That might work. Let me try to figure that out. I for sure will be printing some stuff at my father-in-law's, which he honestly would not mind at all. He's super cool. But yeah, I feel like printing would help me up my stash. Printing's all those things. I still have a million of these teacups from that stash building I've done. From stash building I've done previous years. Okay. Man, crafting is fun. I knew it was fun. I just forgot how fun it is when it's live. I don't have to edit anything. And I get to hang out with you guys. It's so fun. That might get cut off. Okay. So, I'm feeling like there's still little spots here for itty bitty doodahs. Itty bitty hearts, perhaps. Ooh, a pencil. I want to say it was Maria Was it Maria? Maria, did you send me these little cute pencils? They're like dimensional. They're kind of foamy. I feel like that was Maria. I'm sorry if it wasn't Maria. Ooh, that's a little bright for this page, but I will save that for another day. Do I sound different to you guys? I don't think I do. I don't know why I'm asking that. I'm just curious if you think I sound different. I think I sound the same. I don't know why that question popped into my mind. Oh, Kate's leaving. Bye, Kate. Alex says she's finally done washing the dishes. It makes it go by faster with company. That is so true. Amy says, I have so many digitals, I'd die without a printer. You have the Echo Tank printer. That's all I remember, Amy. Like, the amount of times that I think about Amy and her Echo Tank printer would probably creep her out. But it's true. I think about that, like, at least once a week, Amy. And how I really want an Echo Tank printer, and maybe because I've been thinking about buying a printer. Anyway. Queen Dahlia says she needs to buy a new printer. Current one only prints on regular paper, needs a new one for cardstock. Okay. Maria is going to London. What happened? Sorry. Maria says, we're going to London in August to watch Wicked. He will be disappointed he won't see the palace, though. That sounds like so much fun. I've always wanted to see Wicked as well. Amy says she loves the Epson Echo Tank. Maria and Amy says that I sound the same. Oh, good. Laura says more American you sound, yeah. I'm glad you don't think that's creepy, Amy, that I think about you and your printer all the time. Laura says she has visions of Amy's printer being like the size of a fish tank. Don't ask why. I think it's just like the Echo Tank. Yeah, like I did a video on my Instagram, like, I want to say it was almost a year ago. And one of my friends said that I sounded more American. I don't know what that means. Because I didn't sound British before. So I don't know what that means. But anyway, I think that's why I was asking. I'm like, I wonder if I sound different. I also feel kind of different. I feel like I've grown. Not grown, but definitely not matured. But I used to be really scared to like talk to people. Like strangers on the street. But I feel like that's getting easier for some reason. And I find myself like stopping and having conversations and like enjoying it, which that would have brought terror to me before. So I feel a little bit different in that way. Anyway. Laura says my accent is stronger, like more American. That's so funny. Maybe it is. I find myself, you know, what's funny is like at work when I talk to people, like on Zoom, I work remote. When I talk to people on Zoom or like I'm typing, I write or I still say things like using like British vocabulary, you know? Like I'll say bin or I don't know, just like different things that I say. That I write or like I say in emails. It's still like very British vocabulary because, you know, I worked for the past almost 5 years with all like in British companies. So that kind of stuck. Amy says, Jeanette, did you ever go to the lady's house to see the view? Okay, so I gotta tell you this story super quick. I was walking, this was probably my first time like taking a walk by myself in our new neighborhood. And I was walking and I saw this lady, she was walking her dog and she saw me take a picture of like the lake. And she said, "Oh, are you a tourist?" I'm like, no, we got to talking. She was really nice. And she said, "Oh, I'm just walking my dog, but if you go down the street here and like make a left, here's my address." She said, "Go knock on the door and tell my husband that I sent you, and he'll take you up to our 3rd story deck to go see the view from our place because it's amazing." And to tell you, like, I was this close to actually going and knocking on that door, and you know, telling this strange man like, "Hey, my wife sent me to see your view. Can I see it?" Like, I was that close. It didn't happen. We have since like run into her again, this time with Lovey, and I find like we were on the street where her house is. You guys, her house is a freaking mansion. It's stunning, and the view from like where we could see from the outside is mind-blowing. You can't even imagine her view. But anyway, I haven't seen her again since. Also, that time that I bumped into her with Lovey, she was also inviting us over. She's like, "My son's coming over this weekend. You guys should come by." It was just it's very strange because she like does not know us. She's like a complete stranger. She's just inviting us over to her house. Anyway, she just seems like a really nice lady. But no, we haven't gone over. If I bump into her again, I might. I think like 3rd time, right? 3rd time would be kind of like, okay, I feel like I kind of know you now. But I did make another friend with not when I say friend, I just mean like I had a 10-minute conversation with a stranger. I did make another friend with another lake view house. Oh my gosh, you guys, so beautiful. It's such a beautiful home. It's like a little cozy cabin. And yeah, she didn't invite me inside. The second lady did not invite me inside, but it's just fun. I think that's why I like talking to people, like strangers, because they invite you to their house. And weird things happen. Can happen. I don't know. Anyway. Laura says, "Sounds like a serial killer story." Yes, that it does sound like the beginning of a serial killer story. You're absolutely right. But yeah, I kind of regret not going. I think I would have been fine. Honestly. Maybe. You just never know. Okay. So, there it is. Half of a heart. Oh no, it's a full heart. But half of the full spread. Pretty crazy. Very little white space. That was super fun. There's still some bits here. Hold on, let me just add a heart right there. Pretty much all covered. And I really want to thank Amber again for hosting this crafty month-long challenge. I feel like if she hadn't done this and pushed me to do this, I would not have come on. It would have taken much longer for me to pull out my craft stuff, and because like my lights are like stored under my couch right now, because again, like I said, there's very little storage space in our home, so we have things everywhere. Just yeah. I was too lazy to get my lights from under my couch. But so I really appreciate Amber for inviting me to do this crafty challenge, and then, you know, actually getting crafty. What was I gonna say? I actually have so many videos that I've filmed. Not even so many, like 4 maybe, that I filmed and I just haven't edited. Including this like awesome care package that Nancy Ratliff sent to me, which I still need to upload. So hopefully I can do those very soon and you'll be hearing from me again. But also in the meantime, like, I have that Facebook group called Jeanette Lane's Lounge, and that is for anybody that watches these lives. And we were trying to do a once a month Google Meet hangout so we could like just hang out and craft together and chat. So hopefully I'm thinking we can do that again. Hopefully we can do that again because that seems like ideal too. Because that would be cool to hang out at least once a month, right? Amy says, thank you today. It's been a fun morning. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for your kind words, guys. Amy says, same here, Laura. Hoping Oklahoma will be more friendly. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys had fun chit-chatting with each other. Let me pour myself some warm coffee. Watch, I spill it all over this page. I would not be surprised if that happened. Thank you again for hanging out. Thank you for your kindness and just like your patience. I know I'm not as active as I used to be on my channel or like in the Facebook group, but I do think about you guys all the time, especially Amy and her printer. I even dream about you guys, okay? So like, yeah. Okay, everybody is taken off. Grudella says, thank you. It was so fun. I missed interaction. I know. It's so nice when we are able to interact with each other. All right, you guys. Take very, very, very good care of yourselves. And I hope I will see you sooner than later. I'm so glad it made your day. That makes me so happy. And I'm glad that it made dishwashing easier for you, Alex. All right. Sweet, sweet ladies. I will talk to you hopefully sooner than later. Take good care of yourselves. Much love, like big hugs and kisses to all of you. Take care. Bye-bye. I don't remember how to end this. Oh, there it goes. Bye, guys.